Get ready to ignite your inner fire on episode 68 of Twitchy Tuesdays. We celebrate the arrival of summer with the summer solstice, as well as Vesta heading into Leo. In the Zodiac Spotlight, we'll talk about Cancer season and Vesta in Leo. We're not going to have a chart chronicles today, so this might end up being a little bit of a shorter episode. However, we will end with the Twitchy Tip of the week. It is time to embrace the warmth of the sun, harness the power of passion, and dive into the cosmic energies of this turning of the wheel. Let's go ahead and get started getting into cleaning out the broom closet. So, for those that are new to my channel, welcome. Hope you enjoy yourself today. And for those that have been there before, thank you so much for joining me again on this amazing journey. And here we are with cleaning out the broom closet. It's a week. It's a pretty good, solid, flowy energy week. On 6/11, we have Venus in Gemini, sextiling Chiron in Aries at 22 degrees, 40 arc minutes. And then we have the big one, Mars in Taurus, square Pluto retrograde in Aquarius at 1 degree, 45 arc minutes. So we talked about that in episode 67. We did actually had some really amazing tarot cards that aligned with this journey. So you can definitely go over to episode 67 and check that out because it will pack a punch. It's something that is going to be that energy just isn't on the 11th. That energy builds and then releases as Mars moves further into Taurus. On 6/12, we have Sirius retrograde in Capricorn, sextiling Saturn in Pisces at 19 degrees, 11 arc minutes, and Mercury in Gemini square Saturn in Pisces. Again, we've got a whole Sabian exploration on this. Every kind of Gemini planet point luminary is going to be squaring this Saturn. This one happens at 19 degrees, 11 arc minutes on, hold on. Look, we've got the Wheel of the Year tarot here since we are talking about the changing of the wheel, the new season. And we have the Four of Swords showed up, and on top of that was the Seven of Pentacles. So Mercury and Gemini squaring Saturn and Pisces. I love this. I love um the balance that you find here. Yes, there is this square. There's this, temperance of Saturn, this cold, calculated, very structured, very determined. This is a beaver standing here in the middle of winter. Winter is coming. Like that's the one thing that I love about when we talk about these changing and these cyclical seasons. Yes, we get to enjoy the summer. Yes, we get to enjoy the equinox and harvest season. Yes, we get to enjoy the new year. But winter does come. And from the Mercury and Saturn, if this doesn't align so much with Saturn right now. Now, yes, he's in a water sign. However, think about beavers. They instinctually know how to build dams. Nobody, yes, they get to see and watch, but even beavers that are in captivity, maybe not in the wild where they get to see parents building dams, this is something that is instinctual. Saturn's the same way. It is instinctual for us and how Saturn works with us build to build on things, to create structures, to create boundaries, things that help us look at the long term and how we can generate abundance, how we can generate new life, new energies, new things, getting all of our gifts. What is this? This is the Seven of Pentacles. You have apples here. I mean, everything is ripe for the taking. And this is that Mercury in Gemini coming in this square with Saturn, where Saturn wants to be this cold and calculated, but it's for the I'm hearing like the fruits of your labor. It's for purpose. There's this square here is helping Mercury while he's in his home sign of Gemini be able to calculate what these next steps are going to be. Yeah, it's great to be out in the sunshine, enjoying nature, being able to pick this apple from the tree, being able to carry and birth new ideas, new even children itself, since we are getting into Cancer season. It's wonderful to have this, but there's also planning that happens in the background of this. You, there is a time when the what you're working on, what you are birthing into this world is going to actually come and be birthed. And this is where this square to Saturn is like, what are you going to do with that? It is coming. Winter is coming. How are you going to prepare? How are you going to get ready? How are you going to um, create space? What do you need in order to do that successfully? And this is a wonderful time because Mercury and Gemini can think through all of these things very quickly. Okay, let me get all my options down. It may not be right now. You may not have to do anything right now, but just think about it. Think about it. All right. Then we have on 6/13, the Sun in Gemini will sextile Chiron in Aries at 22 degrees, 45 arc minutes. And the same day, Mercury in Gemini will sextile Chiron in Aries at 22 degrees, 46 arc minutes. Then we head over to 6/14, where we have the beautiful Mercury Cazimi. Mercury kisses the sun in their conjunction at 24 degrees, 6 arc minutes of Gemini, and then begins to what episode 67 was all about, begins to enter in under the beams of the sun and enter into this beautiful, harmonious conjunction with Venus as they kind of go through their motions, which you'll see here on the 16th and 17th. So the 15th, we have no direct aspects. So it's just day of absorption, day of integration, day of getting some sun on your face. You'll hear that theme a lot throughout this episode. And on 6/16, Venus in Gemini squares Neptune in Pisces, 29 degrees, 52 arc minutes, which obviously Venus and Mercury are now together. They are very, very, very close. Not an exact aspect yet, but they are traveling together. So the next day on the 17th, you will have Venus go into Cancer, Mercury square Neptune, 29 degrees, 52 arc minutes. Mercury will head into Cancer. And then, ooh, look at this, Queen of Pentacles. And then Mercury and Venus in Cancer conjunct each other, 0 degrees, 20 arc minutes. Again, episode 67 is solely dedicated to this conjunction on the 17th. So just know, like, abundance abound. It's time. It's man, there's so much fertility. Look, words mean things. There's so much fertility this week that is just coming in for the taking. It's coming in like there's something, this is a solstice episode. This is about heading into Cancer season, and we're not there yet, but we're building towards this like just amazing. It's going to be an amazing summertime. And take this time, June, July, take these 2 months to really feel into this abundance, really feel into being fertile, really feel into all of the yummy things that can happen during summer because August is real. August is not the fun-loving like end of August, hot summer nights like August has some very prominent, very punch it in the face type of astrology. So, knowing that that's coming up, take this time to really bless yourself, really bless others. This is the queen. Be that sovereign, impart blessings. Bring hearth and happiness to the home. Bring a sense of joy and wonder and love into the home and into your kingdom. So, this is really that time to begin to practice all of that. Okay. let's head over to our Zodiac Spotlight now. So we'll start with Vesta in Leo and then we'll head to Cancer season. They want to leave the cards that have already come out. So we're going to just put those there, maybe for at least Vesta in Leo. When we get to Letha, it might be a little different. Okay, Vesta in Leo. So Vesta will head into Leo on 6/19, so June 19th, right before we get Cancer season. The sun headed into the sign of Cancer. So let's talk about Vesta, who she is, and then we'll head kind of like what she does in Leo. And if you have natally Vesta in Leo, we'll kind of get some insight into that as well. So Vesta is an asteroid goddess. Her symbol is kind of like a planter. It's like little V's, three little marks and kind of like this V shape. It's a symbol of the sacred flame. So if you kind of look at it, it's like a pot with a candle with the flame on top. So she symbolizes devotion. She's named after the Roman goddess of the hearth and the home. So I love that Vesta is getting into a warm, fiery sign like Leo as we turn the wheel into Cancer season. She represents the sacred flame inside of all of us and where our sense of devotion, and this is that deep sense, like this is deeply resonating devotion, dedication, commitment to the causes and beliefs that we are, again, deeply resonate with. When she ingresses into Leo, our self expression and creativity like just explode. It becomes all of the Leo things, it becomes all of the warmth and yumminess, and all of that gets a boost. And it's like a fever pitch. It's like, oh my gosh, here we go. Our flames just spark within us and we shine bright. We want to do the things that we really, really love and want to get into that dedication. So let's see what came out. We have the Hierophant coming out and we have the Hanged Man coming out. So let's get a couple others before I head into this. So this year, really, truly, for me personally, this year has been a lot about the work that we've already done, but more so than ever, everything is pointing to authenticity. And we've had this kind of like slow journey getting there. And then this year it's like, nah, now we're on a rocket ship. Like it's sink or fucking swim time. It's shit or get off the pot time. We are truly being driven to that highest expression of our two more came out. We have death and we have the two of wands of our authenticity. So with Vesta and this time and this really rocket driven propellant to get into authenticity, to understand what that means for you, Vesta in Leo is a boon to us all. She is here like the Hierophant with wisdom, guidance, the ability to spark those passions deep within us. Because this isn't, Vesta is an asteroid. And how I work with the asteroids, you have to tap in. They're always there, the energy is always present, but it's something that you have to reach for consciously. You need to work and be willing to hear and seek counsel. There's a reason why this individual is here. It's not just about this, okay, well, the Vesta's just gonna spread all of the things. This individual had to go to the Hierophant and placate in front of the Hierophant to go, hi, I am seeking your wisdom. Vesta is the same way. Our goddess asteroids are the same way. There needs to be some sort of supplication. There needs to be some sort of acknowledgement. I would like to work with you. Um, and she's there, right? Like, this is the greatest thing. It takes a moment of suspension. It takes a moment of us getting it out of our heads, turning that perspective upside down. It's really interesting because I'm hearing my Ia in my head actually when I first got into Ifa, there we were talking in I don't know if it was a group setting, but conversation was revolving around supplication and what that means and, you know, being willing and able to kneel and bow down before something that is greater than you, to be able to take your pride, your ego, um your hesitancy, your triggers, your thoughts about what that actually means, and being willing to supplicate in front of something. And for Ifa, that's the Orishas, that's Orumila, there's many different things, bowing down before your Baba and Iya. All, there's this coming from a realm of respect, coming from a realm of, again, that acknowledgement that I am but a mere mortal in this great expanse, and I don't know everything. I need help. I need support. And being willing to kind of remove that pride, that ego, the fears, "Oh, well, why would I do that?" Triggering from past programs that where maybe, kneeling wasn't a form of respect, but more so a form of punishment, right? There could be triggers and programs running back there. So it's finding that new perspective about asking for help, about supplicating, about saying I don't know everything and being okay with that and owning that. Again, we're being driven to authenticity. So then we have death here. So Vesta in her own right, especially in Leo, like, I love that the bonfire is here. I love that the moon is here. I love that death is symbolized as this female energy presence, a very ancient presence, as Vesta is. She is bold, passionate. Vesta wants to express herself. She wants to be in a mode of creativity. She wants to take this scythe and just cut down anything that is not um that's not in full dedication. It's not fully where you are, your individualism. Something that's not like, yeah, it's just it's not like, get into, cut away the things that stop you from being bold and passionate about where you're at. Vesta in Leo wants to stand out, wants to come out of this dark. Here's this too. Look at this. Vesta in Leo wants to be this bean right here. What the heck? She wants to be at the state fair with, and like, in the Guinness Book of World Records as the largest fucking bean known to man ever grown. That's not like, stand out, be recognized, be appreciated for the hard work. This is hard work. These two creating this bean, these wands, is hard work. And that's what Vesta in Leo brings, is that ability. Stand out. Bring that bean to the state fair. Bring that bean to, be proud of that bean. Y'all did that. Y'all had to cut away, harvest, do all of the things to get that bean. So if you have Vesta in Leo in your natal chart, natives, you probably are very passionate about your personal projects, what you're driven for. You're probably more attuned with shining your big bright light into the world. That may not be something that holds you back. You don't mind kind of that, like, especially if you're passionate about it, speaking in front of people or shining your light or doing videos or whatnot, being in the spotlight may not be your thing that you love all the time, But on the personal projects that you have no problem doing so. You have a willingness to dedicate your time and energy to your creative endeavors. Whatever lights that spark, that deep sense, that sacred flame within you, you know that putting time and energy and effort into it is exactly what feeds your soul. So you're like, yeah, of course we're doing that. And you know how important it is to you. You know how it, again, it really helps you see a different perspective, the hanged man. Um, these can be a lot of different things. Art, performance, any type of creation. I mean, it could be, creating actually like patenting something, creating a technology. It could be artwork. It could also be decorating. It could be performance, being on stage, or it could be something like this, podcasting, YouTubing, etc. And what you see is that your identity with natives of Vesta and Leo, what you might end up seeing is like your identity becomes truly intertwined with these creative endeavors that really spark the flame inside of you. And that leads you to be able to express yourself in a very unique way that's different from everybody else. So, those are all really wonderful things. Again, going towards authenticity. So, for those of us who have not worked with Vesta in Leo or are not familiar with Vesta's energies or really haven't tapped in and opened up the abundance of Leonine energy that there is, what we want to watch out for, and even with these cards, right? So let's just get all of this goodness out here. Even with these cards, you want to watch the balance point between desire for recognition that leads to attention seeking, right? So this is where I'm coming back with our lovely farmer friends. There's this really fine line between wanting to be recognized for the work that you've put in to create this massive being, but it's taking it across the line where it's only for your benefit, for you to be in the spotlight, for, oh, I want to seek this attention. I want to ride my 15 minutes of fame. I want to see what this can get me. I want to do this instead of just being like, again, and hearing the word humble and like, hey, I'm a farmer. This is what I do. I love what I do. I love bringing things up from the earth. This just so happened to be the most amazing bean. And I am blessed that our farm, me and my spouse, me and my wife's farm was the one that nature decided to bring forth this most amazing bean. And I hope that, people can share that. Maybe I'm an organic farmer. I don't use pesticides. Now I have this, because of this bean, I now have a way to share my passion of organic farming, of, getting back to more natural remedies that my ancestors used. And now I have this ability to share that with other people that might not have listened before until I had this being gifted to me by the universe, by nature. That's the difference. That's that, keeping it on that side of the line. You want to stay where that desire fuels the powerful drive in you to excel and achieve greatness. um and know how to own, again, know how to own your accomplishments. This doesn't mean that you need people to validate your accomplishments. You can do that. You're your own validation of accomplishments, but do not be hesitant to own what you have accomplished. Yes, this is my being. Yes, hard ass work went into it, and I own that. I'm very proud of my being. All right. That is Vesta in Leo. Now heading towards Letha, the summer solstice, Cancer season. Oh, so good. Let me just get this all mixed up real quick. So that way we've got good, fresh energy for speaking on the summer solstice. So the summer solstice Cancer season, the start of Cancer season happens on 6/20. And I'm going to go through the astronomy perspective, the astrology perspective, and then talk about the Sabbath as well. So, an astronomy perspective, the summer solstice marks the official start of the astronomical summer and is the longest day of our year. So, the sun shines bright the longest and stays above the hemisphere the longest. So, astronomy wise, science wise, this occurs when one of the Earth's poles is tilted towards the sun at its most extreme angle. So, when we have the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere experiences the opposite of that, the winter solstice. So, with the summer solstice being in the northern hemisphere, which always happens in the northern hemisphere around the 20th or 21st of June, sometimes a day earlier, sometimes a day later, it just depends. But the North Pole is tilted right around 23.4 degrees towards the sun. This results in the sun traveling the longest path through our sky, giving us the most daylight. So the summer solstice also marks the beginning of summer, and that will last our actual astronomical summer last until the autumn equinox, which happens around September 21st to like 24th, somewhere in there, in the northern hemisphere again. So astrology wise, this is the start of Cancer season. And Cancer is all about the I feels. Let's get into our feels, nurturing, intuition, emotions, protection. This is high mother energy. It's ruled by the moon. So Cancer is ruled by our beautiful moon. It is a cardinal water feminine sign. Ooh, there we go. Finally. Eight of chalices. Get into those feels. Hello. Um, so cardinal water feminine sign. So cardinals initiate new seasons. So here we are at the solstice. And that is what the cardinal signs do. They initiate something new, which I love that this is a new journey. There's something that is new that's coming up that might be taking you away for travel, maybe taking going into a different direction. Yes, she's a little in her feels here, right? Like her husband's about ready to head off somewhere and yep, it's going to be a whole moment. We're going to have some missy missies and that's okay. That's okay. It's um it's that ability to work again, feel those emotions, have them, acknowledge them, but then work to, she's got a really big job to do while he's away. She's protecting the home. She is nurturing the home. She's making sure that, and this is all energy perspective, she's making sure that her internal being is calibrated and ready as we go down Cancer season's path. And then from Cancer, we head into Leo. So, Cancer is symbolized by the crab. It governs the fourth house of home, ancestry. It is the bottom of your chart. So it is the lowest point on any natal chart. And Cancer rules the chest and the stomach. So, maybe she's got a little tummy issues. She's a little sad. She's a little sad. Going off. What do we got? Oh, we love this. We love this Three of Chalices, this celebration of new life, celebration of this baby bird popping out of its shell, something new. Again, like this is what I love about the feels. We have something new has occurred, right? Wait, where's my friend? There we go. He is leaving because some action, new action needs to be taken. Okay. There's Again, we're into the cardinal signs. Something new is coming in, indicated here as well. There is room. You can have both of these. This is what Gemini season teaches you. You can both be simultaneously in your feels and a little sad that things are changing, little sad that and you can be celebratory. Hell yeah. Things are changing. Yeah, it would have been fucking great to just not change. Would have been awesome. But change does happen. Things get birthed. You have to make room for the new things. This is new. This is going to take some work. And that is a reason to celebrate. That is a reason to get, again, with cancers, nurturing, domestic, value family traditions. They wear their heart on the sleeves. They've got this is that heart on the sleeve. They've got this really deep sense of communal activities, family activities, represented here with this Three of Cups. It's sensitive. I love that these are all prominent women as the actions being taken in this masculine form with both the egg and here everything else is this feminine energy which Cancer embodies so well. It's about protecting. It's about bringing things to you like a crab carries his shell, brings things to you, but being open. There's both of these cards are very open. They're very forward facing. What you don't want to do is you don't want to hermit and be in your shell and just I can't do anything but just be right here. You want to take this opportunity. You want to take this opportunity to change. You want to take this opportunity to bring new things into your life. All right. From a Sabbath perspective. So, this is the celebration of Letha. It is a time to shine and celebrate all things sun, the sun and all of its shining glory. During summertime, you have also the 7-7 and 8-8 grand portal of energy and opportunity. Energy and opportunity, back to our cards. These portals are profound. This one, especially this year, because Uranus will conjunct Algol or Medusa, the fixed star, on 7-7, opening up that gateway, which then accumulates and ends with the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. I love me that Lionsgate portal, y'all. Like so many things come through the 7-7 and end up just funneling and filtering and landing during that 8-8 portal. We'll get there. We will talk about it, obviously. But this Letha is really a moment to get outside, celebrate the outside, celebrate the sun. There is a reason why I almost want to find it. Let's see if we can find it quickly. There's a reason why the sun is the happiest card in the deck. Let me see if I can grab it. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh, spicy. This Wheel of the Year tarot got this spicy lovers right there. Let's see. The Wheel, Wands, Hierophant, Chalice, Justice. Oh, I thought that was the lovers. Hold on, that wasn't the lovers. Wait, what was that? Oh, this was the devil. Dang. That was the devil. All right then. The Empress, the Chariot, Knight, Queen, Princess. Aha. Nailed it. We got it. We got it. Ooh, and it is a good one too. Hold on, I want to shuffle. Solve all of them so that way we can get good cards coming out. Okay. Look at this sun. So typically the sun in like a Rider Waite Tarot, you'd see the sun, it's got the beams down. It typically has like a baby or a child like riding or jubilant, like having this expression of jubilance and like freedom and all of the things that the sun brings. And this one has this temperance to it. It's got, the king of the woods. And here we'll talk here in a second about the holly king and the green king. Or the oak king, excuse me. Was seeing anyways. The holly king and the oak king. And we have this, a warrior, essentially, this very masculine energy sitting down, sitting in meditation, allowing the sun to warm, allowing the sun to take this shine and just imbue power into it, imbue power into him, imbue power into these beautiful roses that surround him. Um, Bless his skin, bless his energy force, bless his auric field. Like all of these things is what the sun brings. So let's leave the sun right up there. All right, so with Letha, Letha celebrates brightness, abundance, and magic. It honors the oak king or the solar god and the sun's life-giving energy. Some of the rituals and traditions that occur during Litha is any sort of sun celebration. So, celebrating this power of the sun. Again, maybe it's just even sitting outside in the sun could be a wonderful celebration. Enjoying with others could be a wonderful celebration. It's spending time outdoors, enjoying the extra daylight. Midsummer is another term for Litha and the summer solstice. A midsummer's night fire or bonfire, bringing that energy and that fire element into everything. Because yes, the sun shines bright up in the sky, but it is also that fire energy here on Earth that we can incorporate into that. Um, Herb gathering. Gathering herbs is great this time of year and kind of just imbuing that extra magic into it, exploring solar myths and legends, like looking up, getting some stories, watching some videos. And you could even do things like visit stone circles. You can explore places like Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, Chichen Itza, Chaco Canyon, the Great Sphinx, things that align with the solstice itself. And um, showing that, like I I'm in America. I'm not in the UK. So I can't go to Stonehenge. However, on X, I follow Stonehenge so that way I can see the celebrations. I can watch the sunrise come over Stonehenge. I can kind of gain some insight and energy from that. They have a live YouTube typically on the solstices and equinox where they show, the sunrise or the moon or whatever that type of thing is. So, whatever we're celebrating. So that could be something there too. Speaking on the stone circles, there's also plenty of legends and deities that you can explore as well. So many, 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 many cultures honor gods and goddesses of the sun. You have Apollo, Ra, Tawa, Inti, Surya, Yang, like there's so many to explore that you can kind of get different perspectives. This is, we are in Gemini season right now, so it's a great time to like, ooh, let me get all of these different perspectives. In Celtic mythology, this is truly the grand dance between the Oak King and the Holly King. So it's that seasonal battle. They may just not want any other cards. Seasonal battle between light and darkness. So the Oak King rules over the waxing part of the year. So that's Yule, which is winter solstice, to midsummer, the summer solstice. The Oak King really does. I mean, this is the Oak King. It embodies and symbolizes light, growth, and expansion. Then the Holly King owns the waning year. That's midsummer to Yule. And the Holly King represents darkness, inner knowledge, and mysteries. I do not have the Holly King. I could try to look for the Holly King in here, but we're here to focus on the Holly King. That's what they're telling me. So, Sabbats or the Wheel of the Year is a really wonderful way to connect back to these natural rhythms and cycles of life. And if this is new for you or you're looking for other ways to celebrate solstices, I have a few ideas for a sun altar, as well as just things you can incorporate around you and in your home, since we are Cancer season, to embody this Letha energy. So for a sun altar, or again, just things to bring in, think about the colors and the decor of the sun. So, solar colors, yellow, orange, red, gold, like having beautiful hues. Like, look at this cardigan. All of these hues are really wonderful to bring in that energy to come into the home. Like, yellow cups. Hi, bringing in that sun energy. If you are going to create an altar, maybe think about putting an altar outside where the sun can warm it, where the sun can see it, where the sun can be part of that energy center. If indoors, put it by a sunny window where the sun again can really imbue that altar with energy. Lights, putting up altar candles, citronella lamps, twinkly little star lights, anything that brings in light. Putting solar symbols, right? You see this beautiful symbol of the sun, any sort of discs, pinwheels, circular objects, anything with the sun on it is really wonderful to bring in. Masks. So masks like or crosses, equal armed crosses like the Saint Brigid cross to invoke that solar energy. Natural bounty, so placing sun warmed fruits and vegetables on your altar, symbolizing that growth and that abundance. Things like rosemary, tomatoes, peaches, sunflowers, marigolds are all great options. And then you can also add goddesses and deities to your altar as well. So, solar goddesses, which can be like little statues, pictures, whatever that looks like. You've got solar goddesses like Amataris from Japan, or Sekhmet, which is Egyptian. You can also do the Oak King and Holly King, having that symbolization of light and dark. And then, of course, crystals and incense, which, I love, and I actually have some here to share with you. So, this is the Sun's Eye Cancer Zodiac oils. So, you've got that oil, I don't even know what's in this one. Let's see. Perceptive and intuitive. I don't know what makes up this oil, but you can even see here it's orange. So, it brings in that energy of Cancer. um, you've got tiger's eye, wonderful stone. You've got sunstone, citrine, which I know I have. This is citrine, my little cauldron. Um, carnelian, pyrite, clear quartz. I'm sure I've got all of these somewhere around here. Um, herbs, chamomile, lavender, mugwort. Mugwort's wonderful too to work with the ancestors. St. John's wort, calendula, and then incenses. So this is zodiac incense, Cancer season. It's got this musky smell. I love musk. Musk is great. In fact, I didn't even know that this incense was musk. I actually put musk on my ancestor altar today, came in here to do this, pulled this out. I was like, oh, aligned. Look at that. So this is really great. And you've got other incense and essential oils like lemon, sage, frankincense, lavender, and rose. So that can like make up an altar. It could just be bringing this energy into your home. Um, and then a release ritual. So if you are looking for ritual things to do, you could write down something you'd like to release or let go of. release or let go of so new can be born. Um, thank it for its lesson, and then burn the paper safely, obviously. Please be safe. But you can burn the paper on Letha, allow that to go into the energy, allow it to go out into the world and out and be transmuted and transformed to allow this wonderful Three of Cups to come in for you. So remember, your altar is always, always, always a reflection of you and your spiritual practice, going back to Vesta and Leo and the authenticity piece of it. It's really what you want to make it. Let your intuition guide you here. Feel free to absolutely personalize it and just whatever it is to connect with the sun's energy. Your altar, honestly, may be a lovely lounge chair by a pool. That's totally fine too. You are an altar yourself. So that is what we have for you today. Let's head to the Twitchy tip of the week. So here we are at the end. I end each episode with the Twitchy tip of the week. The tip is random and completely comes through intuitive means. And these two are just, I think it just embodies one, the last episode, episode 67. We obviously have the actual Mars and Pluto during this week, as well as then heading into this beautiful sun energy. Get out in the sun, allow the sun to warm your bones, your skin, your organs, allow it to do its most amazing work on you. And just keep it simple. Keep it simple this week. Like, I didn't write it down, but they keep telling me the phrase, keep it simple, stupid. Like, that's what they really want me to say. So keep it simple, get out in the sun. And if you find value in this episode and the information here today, I am going to ask before we close out this session that you hit that thumbs up or heart, subscribe and follow, and explore our other content. My other content. Again, Vesta and Leo, your accomplishments, my other content. Awesome. That is it for me today. I hope to see you back here next week for episode 69. Ooh. So maybe that devil card will come out if I use this deck again. That was a spicy card. All right. May your days be filled with enchantment, your nights be guided by the stars, and your spirit forever be in tune with the cosmic dance. Keep those third eyes open, my fellow Twitchy seekers. Until next time, blessed be and stay twitchy, y'all.
In the cosmic dance, where stars align, Milani guides us through signs divine, astrology secrets in the night sky, revealed in her sessions where mysteries lie.